What up, guys? We're back. Today's gonna be something a little special. It's not really anything too exciting, but I figured I'd keep you guys along. But first, I know the internet's gonna go crazy. I do have a black eye. Crashed on my mountain bike. Yeah, so today, kind of a fun little intro video for you guys on this thing that I've had sitting in the corner for a while, and now I finally have time to tackle it a little. So I just wanna show you guys this Disney tram, is what I call it. And yeah, just start getting you guys some ideas, and I'm just gonna do like a little build on it because it needs some work. I bought it at an auction. But yeah, let's go check it out and then I'll explain some more. So here she is. She's been pushed in this back corner for a while. But I bought this for our river house. So at the Palms River Resort, we have a house. And everyone has golf carts. And me and my dad were at the equipment auction. Went to buy some equipment for work, like heavy equipment. Didn't buy any equipment, but we did buy this. So, this thing's pretty sweet. I've used it down the river. I think it sits 16 people. But what's pretty wild about it, it's a 4-speed electric. I know it doesn't make sense. It has a clutch and literally a 4-speed tranny. So yeah, you push in the clutch, you can hear the electric motor spooling up, and then you can dump it. It doesn't make sense, but it's pretty rad. So, I want to do something cool and use some of my partners to make this thing epic. So let me just give you a tour of what she is right now. So it was built in China, don't know where. Getting parts, nearly impossible. I've had to like fab some things up on it to get it running, because when I bought it at the auction, you know, you don't know if it runs or not, and it had like a bent motor mounts and some stuff. I was able to track down a couple things, but it was very hard. But yeah. When you first get in this thing, you're kind of like, what the heck? But yeah, so you got 3 pedals. It definitely takes like some learning to drive this thing. You know, like any manual, first, second, third, fourth, then you got reverse hidden back there. But first, pretty easy, kind of mellow in. When you grab second, it literally like chirps tires. Which no matter how fast you're going, like it just slams into second and like wants to go. And then third and fourth are pretty casual, but it goes fast. Steering wheel is not straight, so that's one thing I do want to address. It doesn't adjust, so if you got like anyone who's bigger than me, pretty much is screwed trying to get in and out. Horn doesn't work. It looks like it used to have a PA system, but I can't read Chinese, so yeah. Stereo does not work. Yeah, it's got a lot of just funky things. I mean, I don't know what this prior life is, but I just call it the Disney tram. But yeah, so super wide seats, but then super tiny getting in and out. The front does bottom out if you have like more than like 5 people on there when you take a corner straight. So that's something I do want to address. I'm thinking a lift kit with some wheels and tires. But moving back, you know, there's a bunch of batteries. We got batteries here, and then this is where some of the more, you know, the motor and stuff going straight to that. And then back here is just all empty. Yeah, this is a quick walk around. As you can see, she's seen better days. I don't know. This is not part of it, which I need to clean up, but flat tire. The charging system's definitely rigged. What I had to do is I just have it wired. I had to hack it together, but just got a little custom extension cord that I hot wired into her. So oh yeah, so our charger. We got the charger there, but you know, it didn't have a cord. Like it had some type of like, you plugged it in here, couldn't figure it out, so I just ended up splicing into it, and you know, now I got a built-in extension cord, so I don't even have to find an extension cord no matter where I park it, because yeah, you know, it's easy to plug in there. But like I said, it's made in China, so there's a lot of stuff that you really question on design-wise this thing, but then there's some awesome things that are just epic, like a 4-speed electric. Like it's not like, it's an actual transmission. You push in the clutch, you like, what? Like you can hear like the electric motor in there just like, and you could drop it in first and it's like, But I'm really afraid to like get too wild on it, because if I blow the transmission in this thing, I don't know, who do you go to rebuild your Chinese Tram electric transmission? So basically, today I want to introduce this and I want you guys to get some ideas to help me over the next couple months, this will be like kind of my side project that I do late at night. But I want to the look. The tan with the white and the blue and the black just doesn't do it for me. So I'm thinking reupholster seats, but I want something like cool design, and then I want to repaint a lot of it. I've had some different ideas on design wise, so if you guys have any ideas, you know, I want something kind of like ironic, like a cool theme. Like maybe I do like a Disney theme, but instead it says Disney, it says Polvoorde or something, you know what I mean? Like something kind of cool that way. Not really sure on that, on the design part yet. That's something I got to sit down and really mash out. But one thing for sure this thing needs is a kicker audio system. So I'm gonna do a huge kicker system. I've been debating, like, should I add extra batteries and like do a whole separate system with some huge subs and stuff. That's definitely like, I want to do that. It's got speaker spots, but they're like blown out. So, and I don't know how to get into this, so that's definitely going to be an interesting part. But yeah, so kicker audio system for sure. Some new wheels and tires. That's definitely on the list. I think a new steering wheel would be pretty sick. I want a PA system, so that's gonna have to tie into the kicker audio, you know, so when I'm driving around the park, I can, you know, pick up the people, you know, let people know our next destination. You know, this is the Polvoorde tram leaving the Polvoorde compound onto the Anderson compound, which is right down the way from us. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, for sure need a cooler. We're at the river, it's super hot. If you're tramming around, you know, gotta have cold drinks. And then one thing that I thought would be really fun would try to figure out where to put like a beer tap on this thing, you know, so you walk up and so that's definitely going to be some serious engineering, because as big as this thing looks and like it has all this room, like once you start to dig underneath, there's not a ton of room. So that's as far as for the speaker system, the kicker system, the cooler and all that, I'm gonna have to start getting creative. And then if I do all that, I think I'm gonna have to respring it and you know, put some better suspension, because it does bottom out. Yeah, and then just kind of clean it up. It needs some love. So if you have any ideas, this is definitely one of those things where I want your guys' input. I mean, do we put like just simple, you know, fog light replace, or are we talking like, you know, 60-inch bar or a bunch of 360, you know, the lights? So I need some input on that. Do we keep it classic with all the round lights? Do I extend like a bumper? But this almost looks like a face, so I feel like I can't screw with that too much. Like maybe just make these little, you know, replace these with some rigids, and then like put some like sick, like some like dog fighting, like some aggressive like teeth. Or do we keep it like PG, like Disney, like a nice happy face smile, and then we put some big lights up top? So let me know. I think there's tons of room to get creative. And if anyone on YouTube sees this and is like, man, there's a product that would be just perfect for this, put the link in the comment. It's gonna be a slow build that I just do. Summer's over. I usually only go to the river mainly during the summers, and our house we're redoing it right now. So I got a couple months. I'm thinking like 4 months to do this thing. I want to do it right. So hit me with ideas, and yeah, that's kind of it today. Not the most exciting video, but I just wanted to introduce it. And hopefully you guys are like, this thing's sick, but if you're like, oh, this is lame, no one wants to see a Disney tram, just let me know. I love your guys' input, positive or negative. So hit that subscribe button if you want to see the tram build. Hit the subscribe button if you don't want to see the tram build, and I'll see you next week.